Okay, Bud, everybody, the podcast where everything is gonna be okay, Bud. I am Ben Kissel. You can find me on Instagram at BenKissel1, joined by Jerry Aquino on Instagram under Miss Jerry. That's Jerii.
What's up?
Captain.
Captain. And, of course, Kyle Plouffe at Kyle Plouffe.
Yes.
If you're watching on our Patreon, thank you so much for joining. That's $10 a month. People on Patreon are watching live right now. And, of course, they will be able to comment as well. So thank you all so much for giving to our Patreon. And thank you for being a part of the show. We have a bunch of stuff to get to today. I want to talk about technology a little bit later. But first, as I mentioned on the last episode, I was going to play that ghost sound.
Oh, the
yeah.
ghost sound.
But then I totally forgot.
So what's the ghost sound from?
So the ghost sound is from, I stayed in this hotel called El Capitan.
Oh.
Very fancy sounding.
Already, yes.
El Capitan. And it was in Van Horn, Texas. When I was driving across country, I was coming back, obviously, to join you guys here in beautiful North Hollywood. Yeah. And I stopped at this haunted hotel. I didn't realize it was haunted, but it definitely had all the accoutrements of a haunt. The town was completely dead. I had a little video on my Instagram about it. Literally, there's just 3 buildings. One says post office, and the other's like morgue. The other one actually just said undertaker. So it was like you die and then you deliver mail or vice versa.
Yeah.
That's all you could do in this town, right?
That's weird.
So it's an old town and it was a moonshiner town. So
What does that mean?
They were all bootleggers. They were all making illegal booze and selling it all around Texas, right? So underneath the hotel, there's a bunch of different hallways and shaftways. Don't get too excited. And there's a bunch of different corridors and things of that nature. It was also known as a den of prostitution. Yes, a den of sin. So because of all of this rich history, it turns out it's deeply haunted. I spoke with one of the waitresses there. So I was sitting there at this hotel. It's called the Gopher Hole. That's the name. The name of the hotel bar is the Gopher Hole.
Nice.
I don't like that.
It sounds like something that I don't know.
You never want to be a barfly at the Gopher Hole.
Yeah.
No.
It's like, he's stuck at the gopher hole again.
Yikes. Sounds like a pretty aggressive gay bar.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting the chills. I was like, yo, this place is definitely freaking haunted, right? It's in the middle of nowhere. And I was like, I just talked to the bartender. I was like, is this place haunted? And then everyone's like, oh yeah, downstairs. I met a ghost. And then a waitress comes up to me. She's like, you want to hear it? And I was like, of course, I'm a moron. Why wouldn't I want to hear it?
Yeah.
So she sent me the audio of her haunting. And I want to play it now because I don't know. I think it's creepy. And when you go to this town, everything checks out for a ghost. If you're a ghost, as old people go to South Florida, ghosts go to Van Horn, Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sounding like it.
So this chick, this takes place in the basement where the bar used to be.
Here we go.
Why?
How many other women?
Okay, I'll leave.
So the first thing she says, the first thing is leave. That was probably a sex worker who's down there with a client who's like, can you get out of here?
No way.
I'm milking this ghost prostate right now, and he's paying me big
creepy.
in ghost bucks.
Yeah.
In ghost bucks.
Beat it.
But then the second one, I don't know what that is.
That was wild. That was someone illegally taking a shot of something.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was weird.
I guess if
it's
you're
pretty spooky.
Yeah, if you're a ghost and you die in like a saloon, absolutely hammered, are you forever drunk? Or are you always like, oh, man, get out of here. I'm fine.
I think so.
Yes.
That ghost sounds hammered.
Yeah, because it's just like when you die and you're like, when people die and someone gets hit in the head with a hammer, then you see like the hammer still stuck in their head.
That's true.
Or someone drowns, they're just always wet.
Yeah, David Carradine, as a matter of fact. I saw him in my dreams the other day, really tied up.
Interesting.
Yes, he liked autoerotic asphyxiation.
Yes.
He and my boy Robin Williams, who I share a birthday with.
You do?
Yeah, July
didn't know that.
21st. That's why I'm so sensitive, but also a psychopath.
Oh, okay.
Let's play the sound one more time for the audience. And I want to hear in the comment section from Patreon, what do you think it is? Also, feel free to reach out as you hear the episode. What do you think the second ghost is saying?
Ooh.
Why?
How many other women?
Okay, I'll leave.
I think he says, I'm the other one.
Yeah, that
Finish
was gonna
this.
say.
I'm the
The
other
first
one.
one is I'm the other one.
Let's see.
Then he said
The other one.
I'm the other one.
the other one.
How many other one?
So that's her
How
client.
many other one?
Yeah.
And then he says,
Okay.
finish this.
Finish this.
Finish this.
So he's a client waiting outside the ghost jerk-off waiting room.
Yeah,
Being like,
yeah.
I'm the other one. My ghost bucks are just as good as his ghost bucks.
Yep.
I'm
yep.
still here.
Finish him.
Finish this. Come on.
Finish this guy off already.
Yeah.
This ghost spunk.
Hello.
Oh.
Oh my.
Because she was like, she's there as a presence, and he's like, no, it's me. I'm in line. You have to wait in the back, lady.
Yeah, we've seen Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
You know how this freaking works. So you got this random waitress down there being like, hey, what's going on down here? Not understanding. She's interrupting a very intimate ghost moment. We've seen the film as well.
Yeah.
Just that, but just like private ghost to ghost whore confidentiality, right?
Yes.
It's business. It's confidential business.
Yeah.
She's not supposed to be barging in on there.
Yes, indeed.
Well, that sucks to even know in the afterlife it never ends. Like there's still disappointments. There's still people blowing you off,
that is
even when you're paying for it.
Apparently, there's still people blowing you too.
Finish
so-
this,
Finish this.
please.
Oh, that's sad. So he's just edged for the rest of his life.
That would be hell.
Died of blue balls.
Oh, isn't that sad? All right. So I just wanted to make sure that I fulfilled my promise from the last episode to play that ghost sound.
Yeah.
And
I'm
again,
glad you did. That did not disappoint. That was creepy.
go to Van Horn, Texas, have a weekend there, El Capitan.
Man.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to do. There is a gas station, there's that place, and then there's another place, and every place opens from 5 till 10, and that's it.
Oh.
They got 5 hours of business. Other than that, you're gone. You just get the hell out of here.
What do they do in that town?
I believe it was an old coal mining town. I've been to these places a couple of times where it's just the town used to have maybe 20,000, 70,000 people. Businesses move, and
Yeah.
hence the term ghost town. But they are fun. So when you travel across country, that is the greatest thing to do. Don't stay at the Omni Hotel or the Signature Series. Those are fun too.
Yeah.
But find yourself some hole in the wall. And if you're a 6'7" man like me, you can do it alone. If perhaps you're more of a Jerry size,
Yeah.
be careful.
Yep.
You never know who you're going to run into. Truly, everyone's been absolutely fantastic and super sweet. All right. On last episode, we also talked a little bit about Pornhub, but I failed to mention something that I thought was truly funny. Justice Alito, he's a Supreme Court justice.
Okay.
And they're discussing the ramifications of Pornhub and if it has First Amendment rights. I don't understand why the Supreme Court is dealing with Pornhub. I don't know why this is even on the docket. I don't know
yeah.
how
Why is this on their radar?
I don't know.
Pornhub is a person.
Sonia Sotomayor,
Yeah.
Sonia Sotomayor walked in on her like grandson jerking off, and she's just like, I cannot have him happy.
No, that's not going to happen. It's not going to work for me at all.
So Samuel Alito, in order to sort of gauge what the quality of Pornhub is, asked, does it have articles like Playboy? As if Samuel Alito doesn't know, because of course he's looking at Pornhub constantly.
Right.
These Supreme Court justices at that point don't actually do anything. Their clerks write all the briefs. They're really just figureheads for large corporations and their political benefactors. So this got me remembering something that a friend told me, which is truly disgusting. So I want everyone listening right now to put on earmuffs, unless, of course, you're an adult. If you have a child, you just get out of here, Tim. Go play in the backyard, you old bastard. Go outside, you loser. I'm just joking. They're playing Call of Duty, saying the N-word a whole bunch to random different white people.
Definitely what's happening.
So Hugh Hefner, did you guys know about this? His ex-girlfriend has come out, and this is a bit of an older story, but it's new to me, so I'm sharing it with everybody. His ex-girlfriend came out and said that he enjoyed having sex with dogs.
Oh boy.
With dogs, like dogs.
Dogs. He enjoyed like them having he had sex with dogs.
This is the owner of the principled publication that Justice Alito wants to compare Pornhub to. And if Pornhub is like Playboy, maybe then it does get constitutional protections.
What?
Yes, this is according to his lady friend of the time. Her last name was Theodore. I believe her name was Sandra Theodore. Oh. She says, I walked in once and he was to my dog, to our dog. She says, I was like, what are you doing? And he says, well, dogs have needs. And I said, stop that.
Yeah, that's not nice.
Which is quite measured response.
Yeah. Stop that.
Just stop that.
Stop. Don't do that. Don't. That's
roll up
real-
a newspaper and hit him in the nose.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
right.
Just have him smell his own piss on the ground. Probably like that.
Bad.
Bad boy.
Bad.
Yeah, I
No.
thought that was really polite of her.
No,
to be
we
like,
don't fuck the dogs.
I thought it would be like, I have needs.
Right.
He's like, the
I-
dog has needs. He's like caring about the,
It's like, look at him. He's just sitting there untouched. That's not fair.
yeah.
I'm getting laid by all of these beautiful women around me, and Fido doesn't get any attention. That's just fucking wrong.
The
Get over
depravity,
here.
the depravity of the Playboy Mansion is really coming into full light here. And again, it's new to me. Apparently, this all came out in a documentary a few
Yeah.
years ago. But she said, I never left him alone with the dog again. Right? I couldn't believe what I was seeing, but she stayed with him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I found that to be a deal breaker.
That would definitely be a deal breaker.
Where I was like, remember when he had fucked the dog?
Yeah.
That's like, that's a line in the sand.
Yeah, it's not like you can go to dinner parties with that story.
Right.
And it's like, oh God, I hate when my husband fucks the dog. I literally can't leave them alone together in a room. Right.
You know, when your husband does that, right, Tiffany?
It's like, what?
My husband.
What?
I will say our fish have no teeth. So, in even a more disgusting story, Linda Lovelace. Now, obviously, I believe she was from Deep Throat, right? That was where she had a clit in her throat, and
Yes,
she kept on
yes.
getting. She loved to be deep throated.
Yeah, she needed to save the world.
Yes, and thank God for her. I love her. And who knows if she didn't do that with all those big dongs, would a nuclear bomb have gone off?
Right.
We'll never know.
And same thing with like Sasha Grey and all these
Yeah.
different stars
Yeah.
of the world that need to be respected and loved. So she says that Linda Lovelace got out of this is disgusting again, earmuffs, got out of a limousine. She was drugged and drunk. And then next thing you know, a German Shepherd shows up.
Oh no.
Yep. And then a bunch of guys got around her, including Hugh, and watched what happened.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
So isn't that fucking disgusting?
That's not nice to the dog. That is that's
It's very disgusting. Apparently, Linda Lovelace, she died in 2002 after she got into a car crash, and she was only 53.
Oof.
For some reason, I thought she would be a lot older than that. Linda Lovelace, only 53.
yeah,
in
for real.
2002.
53.
So she would just be in her 70s now. She could have had a long
Jeez.
trauma. I mean, God. I mean, yeah. But anyway,
So one of the
Long
last
scarred
things.
life.
One of the last things she did on this planet was get fucked by a dog.
I think this happened in like the 70s
No, when
and
she was
80s.
younger.
Oof.
Yeah. So
That's fucked up.
anyway, that's what Justice Alito would prefer.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Our kids are looking at
yeah.
as a publication again ran by a dog fucker who then did horrible things to women. But you know what? It had articles.
But it had articles, yeah.
And so there you go.
He's trying to figure out if Pornhub does have articles. As if he's like, porn. How do you spell it? I don't even know.
Porn. Is it like
Pornhab, like with an
P-A-W?
A.
Yeah, what? I never looked at that.
It's weird.
I would read an essay from Hugh Hefner about his pondering of sexual desires of canines. That would be an
Oh
interesting
my
read.
God.
Ugh.
I just don't
What makes
know.
that tick?
Yep. Well, according to the Hefner family, they don't want to be associated with Playboy anymore. They say, we're done with it. Only Justice Alito wants to be associated with Playboy.
So wait, who's the family that doesn't want to be associated? Like
Oh, Ralphie the half dog.
Right,
Then
right.
there's also there's Courtney. She
his
half.
18 wives.
Yep, and then there's Courtney. She's half Chihuahua.
Oh,
That
right,
was
right,
a
right.
night.
She's a hybrid.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah, yeah.
night. Oh my God. So they directed, they said this when it comes to the family. This is the Hefner family. They say, we trust and validate these women and their stories, and we strongly support those individuals who have come forward about their experience. As a brand with sex positivity at its core, we believe safety and accountability are paramount. And again, yeah, I agree. It's really all that having sex with dogs.
Oh Lord, that's
Yeah. So that's that story.
cool.
So that's kind of a fun way to
Man's best friend with benefits.
But I wanted to get that because yesterday we did the Pornhub about what are people looking at,
Yeah.
milking and all those things. But I
Yeah.
forgot to mention Justice Alito pretending like he doesn't know exactly what Pornhub is,
Yeah.
and then also saying Playboy is better. But then I
He says
remember
there's not enough text. You know what's wrong with porn these days?
I like to hold my porn in my hands.
Yeah, I like for it to give me paper cuts.
I like that. Yeah, actually, Kyle has a paper cut. He was doing some manly work with a knife earlier,
Check that out.
and he cut
What
himself.
happened?
I was just fumbling around like a fuddy-duddy.
as you do.
Yeah.
He's a very aggressive tech guy.
Yeah,
That's
seriously.
why I love him. That's why I love him. All right. Well, let's speak about tech. This story, man, I guess we've been discussing love a little bit. Is anything on accident anymore?
Is anything by accident anymore?
Yes. Do you ever just randomly like have a coincidence anymore? Doesn't everything just seem a little bit scripted?
Everything is a
predetermined.
little too convenient.
There was a fella, and he was arrested. He used a GPS tracker device to, air quotes, run in to a woman that he liked.
Oh no. Well, that's just
Oh.
I hate to be sexist here, but that's crazy girl behavior.
It is a little bit crazy, and he kind of looks
Oh,
like he's
he
got
looks
crazy eyes.
Yeah.
His name is Tyler Michael Strack. He's 22.
Oh Lord.
They
Oh.
also, for some reason, mentioned that he's a Chipotle worker, which I don't know why that matters, but he does work at Chipotle, so be very, very careful.
22-year-olds tend to work at Chipotle.
There's nothing wrong with that.
If he skips on the meat, then he's a monster.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. We can't be having that.
And you know, when you date a person in the restaurant business, the fast food business, there's a little kickback on the way home.
Yeah.
You might get an extra pizza that wasn't, that was left over.
You don't get charged for the guac.
You don't get charged for the guac.
Mm-hmm.
They
Well,
better
that's-
not get charged for the guac.
Well, that's exactly what he wanted from this woman was her guac.
Ew.
So in an apparent effort to rekindle a years ago sexual relationship, this guy from Florida put a GPS tracker on the chick's car. And
my
then what he did
God.
was, whoa, I can't believe I bumped into you. What are the odds of that? We're just here at your house?
And then like the you narration just comes on.
Yeah.
It's actually no coincidence at all. I knew where you were going. It's like, come on. That is messed up.
Yes, he purchased a Cube brand tracker from Best Buy,
Oh, cute brand.
which,
I
by
love
the way,
product placement in this.
I know. He works at Chipotle, Cube brand. The victim discovered the tracking device last year and contacted police. And then using a series of subpoenas, investigators linked Strack to the item's purchase and email address provided upon purchase of the Cube tracker. Asked about Strack, the victim told cops that they had a brief sexual relationship several years ago, which ended with no further substantial contact. But I guess he still loved her. Now, okay, I'm just going to say devil's advocate. Obviously, you don't do this, right? But, back in the day, like all of our grandparents' stories were just like, and then Herb never left me alone.
Yeah.
He would watch
So
me in the
true.
bathtub. He would watch me through the windows when I took a shower, and he would watch me go to the store. And I just said, okay. And we've been together for 90 years.
Wow, your family accent is crazy.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's insane. Yeah,
So
I guess that was romance back then.
is this man trying to
The modern way.
by putting a GPS tracker? I mean, I don't think so. But maybe in his mind, he's like, oh, this is modern 2024, 2025 romance.
How long was the GPS tracker on her before she found it?
Probably longer than their relationship.
Yeah, right? Like and it was like well after her relationship that she found it. That's so creepy.
Yeah, I think it was like a long time.
Yeah.
He was just watching her run around for a long time.
It's crazy because she didn't know who it was. It could have been anybody. So she's had
Yeah.
a
Oh,
number
that's
of
horrifying.
gentlemen suitors after, and he's just been stuck on her for the whole time.
Yeah, it's so true. Yeah.
Dude, go jerk off.
Got that baby face. He appears to have a tattoo on his chest that looks.
Looks like a Hello Kitty.
It actually does.
Oh, he's one of these guys who it's like, if I act like
Totally.
a girl, I'm going to get laid by one.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not good.
Who
Yeah.
knows? Well, he does look cross-eyed.
He might be.
Looks so God damn! Imagine you're working with the police trying to figure out who's tracking you,
Right.
Yeah.
and then they pull up this guy, and you're like, damn it! I knew I shouldn't have fucked that guy a couple years back.
Flip.
Yeah, that was that guy.
What if he was like super hot though?
I would have been like, damn it! You should have just told me. No.
If he was super duper hot
But what if
and like showed up with like flowers and stuff, and it was just like, see, it was meant to be.
showing up with flowers is not putting a GPS tracker under your car?
No, you have to do. How else are you going to know where to show up with flowers?
Yeah. He handed you the flowers as a distraction as he
Yeah.
slapped one on the back of your car.
Look, joke's on him. I hate good-looking people.
Yeah,
That's why I work with you guys.
I
Give
know.
me a nice
Thank you.
uggo.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I am losing weight again. Well, I have been doing better. I ordered $100 worth of Indian food 3 days ago. I just finished it last night.
Oh, that's good.
So that's technically portion control.
It
There you
really
go.
is. And then you get to save money on that because you can't justify paying $25 for one meal. But
No.
you can pay $25 for 3 meals.
Also, love me that Indian food. Female question.
Female answer.
Okay. Do you let your friends know your location? A lot of my gal friends have they share it with their gal friends and they're like, I have a group of 10 friends. I know where they are at all times. But I don't know any guys that do that.
No. I feel like that's a younger girls thing. Maybe Gen Z or younger millennials sometimes.
The gal that told me that was 43. She's an elder millennial.
Kaylina
Yeah,
does it.
that's
She's 32. All of her friends, they all see where they are.
I have friends that will share their location with me when they're going on a date.
Okay.
And then they're like, hey, gonna go meet someone. Follow me, see if I get murdered. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. Yeah, sure. But it's always until the end of that day.
Then
And that's fine. I don't have any. Also, again, I hang out with you guys. I don't have a lot of girlfriends.
Yeah.
I track or want to
and
track
no guy
me.
friends either.
Hey.
That's not true. I want you to find love with a male or female human.
Possibly both.
Human is good.
Yes.
It's
So
Plus.
cultural differences. So Strack, apparently he admitted to purchasing the tracker and installing the device on the victim's vehicle at her residence, again, in an attempt to run into her. So he has been arrested on felony charge and booked in the county jail in Clearwater. He posted a $5,000 bond. He had been previously cited for traffic citations and careless driving. So he has pretty much a clean record. But this is the beginning of I'm breaking into your house and
This
killing
is
you.
unsettling. Yeah, and he's 22. It's going to be molded into something worse.
It really will be. It reminds me, I've told this story 1,000 times for the long-time listeners, but there's this guy, Anthony Schofield, who I went to college with. All the girls loved him. He skateboarded, and he was kind of cute and stuff. Kind of looks just like this dude in a way. He was arrested for stealing over $700 or 700 pairs of panties.
Oh.
From people's dorms, from people's apartments as well.
That guy got to work. 700?
He was a delivery guy.
He was busy.
He was disgusted.
Efficient.
It
if anything.
escalated with him. I believe he's currently still incarcerated by trying to have sex with a 12-year-old.
Oh,
So
dark path.
yes, you
That's
start with
rough.
I'm just trying to run into my love to God knows what.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway.
Can you imagine if it really isn't his fault and she just has the best vagina ever? And he's been trying.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. What
he's
does
just-
that even mean?
He's just banging it out with a bunch of different girls, and he's just like, "You're not her." And he's
not-
just angry. He's like, "I
I don't
gotta
know if he would the best vagina ever.
Could
The
you
best
imagine
vagina.
you're just getting railed by someone, and he's like, "Get the fuck out of here."
It's never going
I don't
to be
think
the same.
I don't know any man who was just like, I just miss her vagina.
Yeah,
no one
that's
misses the
weird.
vagina. I mean, obviously the vagina is a key component.
It sounds like it was his fit. It was his fit.
Yeah,
It was definitely his, but it was not her fit. That's called an
No.
obsession. It's called unrequited obsession.
Yeah,
that's true. Well, speaking of love that wasn't real, this story is just sad. And it goes into AI. We'll talk a little bit about AI. There was a whistleblower for AI, by the way, that committed he was found dead. He was found unalive.
Lies.
Wow.
They killed him.
Yep.
There was a gal, and she gave up 700,000 pounds of that's money. Not weight.
Oh,
It's in
okay.
America, okay? So
sorry,
she can't weigh
sorry.
that much.
Yeah.
Because she thought she was dating Brad Pitt. There was a bunch of AI pictures and even some images, even some videos that were sent to her. She's an interior designer. Her name
no.
is Anne. She was scammed into funding the fake cancer treatment for Brad Pitt as AI generated selfies and sweet talking texts were sent to her.
Oh,
boy.
that's so messed up.
It really is sad. And Brad Pitt, I'm sure, isn't thrilled to have his name attached to this. And obviously it has nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
But how do we tell everyone that they're never talking to you? No one's ever talking to you.
It's not you. Yeah, it's never who you think it is. If you think it's too good to be true, it is.
And also, with all the drama going on in the Brad Pitt life, do we even want to date these celebrities anymore?
Honestly, yeah, he doesn't seem like a great catch. He has all his daughter won't talk to him.
Yeah,
Other
you know.
kids, it's he has his own family stuff he's got to deal with.
His ex is banging Obama now.
Stop,
Jennifer
That's
Aniston.
Not,
Yeah.
We don't know if that's true or not.
Don't know. But I would love it. I've sat on this for a day.
I would
I
love
would
that
love
for
it.
Jennifer.
Yeah, I'd watch.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God. No.
Okay, first
does
of
that
all,
does
the
that
title-
porno have articles?
No, I would read the subtitles to that.
Yeah. So it was a cruel romance. That's what they say.
It is a cruel romance, and also this article is titled "What a Pity."
Nice.
Yeah.
I hate who wrote this.
It's
Who
the,
wrote
it's
that?
the U.S. Sun.
Juliana.
It's trash.
What a pity!
Yes. So it was. It
Like
wasn't.
Brad Pitt.
You get it?
You got it now. You get it now.
This is so stupid.
Yeah, it's the Sun. It's the U.S. Sun.
Yeah.
Oh my!
It's the single dumbest publication out there. Maybe
It's a
other than
rag.
Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
So, Marwan Korab, they are the founder of Find My Scammer. And they say it wasn't easy, but we found him. And it was a whole team of people, and they were out of Nigeria.
Oh.
This woman was probably lonely enough to just fall for a Nigerian man. So just be yourself, Nigerian scammer team.
Something about Nigeria and India where
Dude.
they get us, dude.
Have you seen? They have like it's a job. You
Yeah.
go in, you clock out. It's 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just garage full of people working on it.
Do you ever watch the videos on YouTube of the people scamming scammers where they keep them on the line for like 10 hours?
Oh,
and
it's hilarious.
It's very funny.
And they're like,
No.
no, don't touch that.
Don't do that. I told you not to send that. But the problem is, I think the air quote scammer probably gets killed if they fuck up like a bunch. I don't know.
Killed?
No one's winning in the scammer world.
Who is winning in the scamming world? How do you get into scamming?
I think you have to be from like a really, really poor place.
Yeah.
And then you go and apply for a job and then you find out, oh, this isn't for AT&T.
Yeah.
I'm working as Brad Pitt, actually. So they must have done a pretty good job of like channeling the pit.
Yeah.
It's so bad. It's such bad AI. It just makes you feel
I
really bad
know.
for the lady.
It
Poor
really is
thing.
bad.
It's not even believable.
It's like when you watch those videos of people playing Grand Theft Auto 5 in front of their grandma and then
Yeah.
pretending they're like, it's the news, grandma. And they're like, what is happening? It's probably why Trump dominated so much because they're like, I saw what was happening. Everyone's banging prostitutes and throwing them out of their cars.
Wow.
That's my impression of a grandma.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which really isn't true because now grandmas are like super young and all hot.
Yep.
So these scammers, it's 3 or 4 young people. That's what they are. And they say he's still active, but now, you know who he's pretending to be? Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
So now he's pretending to be Keanu, which is very Matrixy.
Yeah, he's easy to replicate, it seems.
And I got a pair of knockers, so I can say this. I would fall for Keanu before Brad Pitt.
I definitely would fall for Keanu way before Brad Pitt.
You know, because I just feel like you can have more of a normal lifestyle.
Yeah. He seems more down to earth, more grounded.
He's a kinder man.
Seems
Yes.
kind. Who knows? Who knows? A lot of times these images that are public are opposite of what they are in real life. But
It's true.
I would like to talk to him more about his. I like Keanu's movies a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you have like a Fight Club, but I really enjoy Keanu's, even his early work. Tell me about Bill and Ted. What was it like to work with George Carlin,
That is awesome.
for example?
Right.
He's worked with some total legends. So they say the justice system doesn't give a shit. They don't care. And Brad Pitt's team called the scam awful and urged fans not to engage with unsolicited messages because they're very rarely, if ever, from Brad Pitt. However, what if it is? What if it is?
That's the narcissism in everyone's brain when they receive those text messages. They're like,
Yeah.
but what if it is? What if on the off chance I decide, fuck this one scammer person, the one time I get the balls to just put the phone away, it's actually Brad Pitt.
It's actually Brad Pitt.
Right. And they're just sitting, they're going in circles thinking that. And then they're like, you know what? I have to say yes to life. I'm going
Say yes.
to do it. I'm going to text back.
Absolutely. Because don't give him $700,000.
That's saying yes to life.
My buddy got scammed in a crypto scam. It was so sad. He was going through a divorce. So he was emotionally vulnerable.
Oh,
And
no.
oh my God, he lost so much freaking money. But he was talking to a gal from New York.
Oh,
And every time they were going to
no.
meet up, there was something that happened.
Oh, no.
So it happens to everybody. So Anne's nightmare began February of 2023. Someone posing as Brad Pitt's mother messaged her, okay? And she said that Brad, quote, needed someone like her. So that
Oh,
I
my
love
God.
So they went in with this is very high tech.
High tech. It's emotionally manipulative.
Yeah.
They went in and be like, oh,
Jesus Christ.
the pictures of Brad Pitt and cancer
They're so
treatment.
bad.
They're so bad. But they were like, oh my God, Brad Pitt's mom is messaging me, and she would know what Brad
I'm
needs.
dead. No.
The pictures are hilarious.
Who's taking that picture? There's like a fucking surgeon tech in there.
The story gets worse, guys. So Brad then slid into her DMs with poems, romantic gestures,
Oh.
and promises of luxury gifts. Anne, at the time, or Annie, however she wants to go,
God.
she was married, but the marriage wasn't going so well. So she divorced her husband, pocketed $670,000 in a settlement, and started wiring that money
Oh
to who
my
she thought
God.
was Brad Pitt.
That sucks.
Oh
would-
my God.
Why would she think that Brad Pitt financially needs her help?
Why would it's just, again, I'm telling you, it's something you can meet. All of us are vulnerable at certain moments where you never think you could be a victim.
Yeah.
It never ever.
that's
I mean, I've been
hey.
so low that if Jennifer Hudson mentioned me, I'd be like, must be her. Yeah, I heard she really likes big guys.
You would say something like that.
Yeah, there's no way I wouldn't be here. Why wouldn't she? I'm a podcaster. I'm a pretty successful podcaster. Why wouldn't she want to talk to me? We've all been there. And this woman, again, going through a divorce, this is like her way out. If you're her, this is fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Because everyone will agree with the divorce. If you're like, well, yeah, I left Stu, but I'm fucking Brad Pitt. They'll be like, okay.
Oh my God. That's not
Oh, Lord.
Like, where'd you meet? In my DM requests.
right.
Like, what? Why would he just fucking reach out? It's a
God.
Good Lord.
So Brad said that he was fighting to survive. And then he told Anne that he could not access his money because of his divorce with Angelina Jolie.
Oh,
So they're
no.
bringing so she's now in it.
Yeah.
So she's like reading the
She's
tabloids.
like, well, that makes total sense.
Yeah, of course. Angelina's a fucking bitch. Fucking biatch. So now she's walking by tabloids being like, no one even knows the fucking truth. I'm banging Brad Pitt. No one even fucking knows. Oh. And previously told French media, there are so few men who write you this kind of thing. I liked the man I was talking to. He knew how to talk to women. It was all very well done. That's what I'm telling you. This guy should have just been himself.
Yeah.
And I mean, they know how to convince people. I mean, it's a horrible person to date. They're liars, right?
Yeah. But technically, there's something charming about him that they could use and apply it to their own lives, about themselves.
Absolutely.
You don't have to be Brad Pitt to be that charming. Just be you.
Oh my God.
And then they'll love you for the liar that you are.
And then when Anne saw the pictures of Pitt, when Anne saw the real Pitt, pictured with his girlfriend Inez de Ramon, that's when she really got upset. So she again, she had already wired the money to her so-called soulmate.
Oh my God.
Soulmate. But then slowly but surely she realized that all of this was fake.
Oh, slowly but surely.
It even gets worse.
I mean, yeah, it got $700,000 is a pretty slow realization.
What a fucking score for those scammers, though. They were probably
Yeah.
like, holy shit, she sent it.
She actually did it. She actually did it.
It does, as I said, get slightly worse.
Oh, no.
Again?
There was an FBI agent that reached out to her. And he said, for a measly $4,200,
Oh, no.
I can get you with Brad Pitt. Figure out what happened.
No.
He was not an FBI agent. He was a scammer. So she got scammed out of more money.
No.
Yes. Then she became homeless.
Oh,
And then she got severe
God.
depression. And then everyone made fun of her online for years. So that is,
No.
oh my God. So now she's suicidal and she's been financially ruined. She's penniless and homeless, and she sold all of her furniture and she moved in with a friend. And she has a crowdfunding campaign to cover her legal fees. She's had 3 suicide attempts and she's been hospitalized with clinical depression. So anyway, so Brad Pitt, Mr. Pitt, do you have something to answer? You have something to answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should like give her something for all of this distress.
It's really you can't like reward. I mean, she's got like,
Reward.
what are you gonna,
Can't reward this.
you can't. What are you gonna, I mean,
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. If I was Brad Pitt, I'd be like, you thought that was me. You thought that was a real photo?
The fucking thing's not even
Me?
connected to his mouth.
It's not.
It's coming out of his chin.
It's like, oh God. It's like it was made in Microsoft Paint.
Oh,
That's clearly an older woman's body.
I know.
It's like a great.
She's going in for like a double mastectomy, and they're like, yeah,
Yeah, this is me.
that's.
Oh well, I hope the best for her. Whatever that looks like.
God, that sucks.
It really does. All right. Well, just lastly here, dreams. This is very interesting. It's from Study Finds. Dreams are now for sale, and companies are buying.
Come on.
This is shocking new survey reveals 54% of young Americans report ads infiltrating their dreams. And this is not on accident.
It's not.
No, because researchers are, advertising researchers are very, very good at what they do. So, American Marketing Association reported that 77% of companies surveyed in 2021 expressed intentions to experiment with, quote, dream ads by this year. Now, obviously, it sounds like science fiction, but it no longer is. The Media Image's newly released consumer survey focused on Gen Z and millennials. They say 54% of Americans from 18 to 35 have experienced ads within their dreams that are being subconsciously placed there by companies. So it's like this woman getting tricked by Brad Pitt, and you see the tangible pictures. That's one thing. But now we're not even really going to know that our dreams are officially for sale. Even more striking, 61% of respondents having such dreams within the past year, with 38% experiencing them regularly. So according to SurveyMonkey, on behalf of the Media Image, between Jan 2nd and Jan 3rd of 2025, the research included a representative sample of 1,000 people, 18 to 35, and it was skewed slightly female, and they found that many respondents showed a striking pattern. 22% of respondents experienced ad-like content in their dreams between once a week or daily, while 17% say once a month. They're thinking of, I don't know, tampons or Coca-Cola or Mountain Dew Hard.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of fascinating how all of this stuff, this all-consuming stuff, is now penetrating the thing that we once thought so sacred, our mind.
Yeah. Now we got to do like a ASMR, okay, bud, sleep companion.
Yeah.
Get in your
That would be
brains.
nice.
Okay, bud. Okay, bud. Okay, bud.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Everything's going to be okay. Wake up. Brad Pitt's here. He wants to have sex with you.
Yeah.
So it's not really, I don't really understand how they're doing it, but the presence of major brands in dreams, it's been on an uptick. Coca-Cola, Apple, and McDonald's, they've done sleep studies with Harvard, and they do this thing where they try to make, obviously, their slogans and things of that nature very catchy and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But perhaps the most troubling is the apparent willingness of consumers to accept this new frontier of advertising. The survey found that 41% of respondents would be open to seeing ads in their dreams, which is so fucking crazy if it meant that they received discounts on products or services.
What the fuck?
So they're like, yeah, you can have this dream where I'm having sex with, God knows who, Pamela Anderson from circa 1988.
Uh-huh.
And she can be holding a Coca-Cola, and I guess I'm fine with that. As long as I get half off my next Coke. This obviously raises a lot of ethical questions about human consciousness, but that is now the world that we live in.
Okay, here's my thing. Basically, companies are taking advantage of the fact that when people live life and experience things, there's a chance that we later might see it in our dreams. I feel like this is not a new concept.
Right.
And the way marketers have always just pushed commercials down your throat.
Absolutely.
Especially in how they mix algorithms, like toys, like kid channels get the toy commercials, and then then you get whatever commercials you get.
I get big and tall stuff.
You get
I
big
get a
and
lot of
tall
wrestling stuff.
Yeah,
And then for some reason, I don't know. Yesterday, my algorithm was just full of like nasty stuff.
Yeah, it's because you're gross.
No, I don't watch gore stuff like that. I don't.
Gore stuff.
Not real gore stuff. I like the fake stuff.
But now companies are just being like, oh no, we're doing that on purpose. We're placing these ads in your mind.
So
Is that not a crock of shit?
it's crazy. And 31% say they want a dream ad blocker.
And they're
This is
like,
a fucking nightmare.
What?
well, what is? So don't.
Apparently,
I don't understand.
there was a Coors Light did an experiment, and it had notable success.
What is it? It's like they like play Coors Light commercials in front of you for like 14 hours straight, and then you go to sleep, and then you dream about Coors Light, and they're like, aha, it worked. Yeah, anything that you shove into my face like that before I go to sleep, I'll probably dream about.
Oh, let us know. Oh, also, we have an email. What's the email?
okbudpod@gmail.com.
okbudpod@gmail.com. If you know more about this, if you're in advertising, email us, and we would love to read that on a show.
This is not a thing. This is not. I feel like they're totally taking advantage of people's psychological well-being.
Ah.
I don't know. Oh, well, either way, they're coming for our dreams, so you can't even trust your own brain.
It's
Can't
fine.
trust
I don't get commercial advertising in my dreams. I have the same dream almost every night where I can't stop packing to go somewhere. I don't know.
I know that's a
so
powerful
stressful.
dream. We
Yeah.
need to get a dream analyst on here.
Yeah. I've had a recurring dream where I'm just always packing.
Yeah.
Oh, different places all the time, going with different people, heading to different airports, whatever. But I'm always packing, trying to figure out what I want to leave behind, what I want to bring.
Yeah, so stressful.
Panicking because nothing
awful.
fits, and I want to take more, but I also don't want to carry more.
I hate that.
And then I'm late.
Right.
Where? I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows?
It's just total stress dream.
It's rough.
I hate that when you have dreams that are just like, that's just a day. That's
Yeah.
just my day.
Yeah. So you're telling me, and then I'm gonna get upset if, like, while I'm doing it, I'm thinking, do I put the Coca-Cola bottle in there? And I'm gonna wake up like, damn it, they got me again.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. The
Yeah.
packing is stressing me out.
Also, most of my dreams are so traumatic, I don't think it would help the brand.
Yeah.
You know, if all of a sudden it's like because last night I had some sort of vampire kind of like, it was fun because I like my horror movies, but technically it was a very scary dream. I mean, if Taco Bell was like, have you tried the new Cantina chicken? I wouldn't be like, oh, I want that now. I'd be like, that's scary now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Del Taco. I'm gonna get Del Taco, Taco Bell.
Yeah, I'd be like, stay out of my head, dude.
Yeah. How do you control the associations people make? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Think about it.
By the way, Taco Bell has come up with their Cantina menu. So if you
So
work out there,
good.
feel free. It's $1 million an ad, but you can feel free
I
to have it
love
right
the
here on the
Cantina
show.
chicken menu.
It is good, and
so
that's
good.
finally because Del Taco was. I mean, I still think Del Taco on their base menu is better,
Yeah.
but
I
that
still haven't had it enough to even decide that.
the only thing with the Cantina menu, it's $8 a burrito.
Oh,
Getting a
wow.
little pricey.
Well, I don't eat burritos.
Oh, that's what he said. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for listening. We'll be back tomorrow. Hail yourselves. Talk to you soon. Bye.